The secret under the German coat, a Soviet sniper's epic takedown. Picture this, a foggy morning on the battlefields of World War II, the air thick with tension, and the distant rumble of artillery echoing across the front lines. In those brutal days, a single bullet could decide the fate of an entire battle. Soviet snipers, trained to be invisible and deadly, were the unsung heroes who turned the tide in some of the war's fiercest moments. Today, we're diving into the incredible story of Vladimir Salviv, a Soviet sniper whose name became a legend. With 601 confirmed kills, he wasn't just a marksman, he was a master strategist who faced off against a mysterious German sniper in a duel that would leave everyone stunned. And when they finally uncovered what was hidden under that German's coat, well, let's just say it was a game changer. Grab a coffee, settle in, and let's travel back to the heart of the war. This is a story of grit, cunning, and a twist that'll keep you hooked. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments at the end. Meet Vladimir Salviv, the sniper who redefined heroism. Vladimir Salviv wasn't born a hero. Born in 1916 in a small village in the rugged mountains of Ossetia, he grew up in a world far from the glamour of Hollywood or the bustling streets of London. Life was tough, but it forged him into a man of iron will. When World War II broke out, Salviv became a sniper whose tally of 601 enemy kills made him one of the deadliest marksmen of the war. That's not just a number, it's 601 moments where his steady hand and sharp mind saved countless lives. Salviv wasn't just a lone wolf. He led a sniper platoon, teaching young soldiers the art of patience, camouflage, and precision. Later, he commanded a unit armed with anti-tank rifles, proving he could lead as well as he could shoot. His story isn't just about pulling a trigger, it's about outthinking the enemy in a high-stakes game of cat and mouse. And boy, did he play that game well. The Sniper Duel, a deadly game of wits. World War II wasn't just tanks and planes, it was a war of minds. German snipers were among the best, trained in elite schools and armed with top-notch Mauser rifles fitted with Zeiss optics. They were like the sharpshooters you'd see in a blockbuster movie, except this was real, and the stakes were life or death. Soviet snipers, though, had something the Germans couldn't match: sheer determination and cleverness. One day, Salviv got a desperate call from a fellow sniper named Nikolai Bayan. For 3 days, Bayan had been locked in a deadly duel with a German sniper who seemed untouchable. This guy was good too good. He had the Soviet troops pinned down, picking them off one by one, threatening a major offensive. Salviv knew they had to take him out, and fast. This wasn't just any sniper. The German was a ghost, hidden so well that even the most seasoned Soviet shooters couldn't spot him. Salviv realized this wasn't a job for brute force, it required a plan so clever it could outfox a fox. And that's exactly what he came up with. The trap that turned the tables. Sniping isn't just about shooting, it's about psychology. To beat a sniper, you've got to get inside their head and make them slip up. Soviet snipers were pros at this, using decoys to trick their enemies into revealing their positions. Think of it like a scene from a thriller, a dummy dressed in a soldier's uniform, complete with a helmet and rifle, rigged to move like a real person. It was risky, but it worked like a charm. Salviv hatched a plan. At dawn, when the first rays of sunlight crept over the battlefield, he and his team set up their trap. Bayan positioned a decoy, a mannequin stuffed with straw, dressed to look like a Soviet soldier. The moment they raised it, bam! A German bullet ripped through the helmet. The enemy took the bait. They tried again, and another shot rang out. Salviv watched like a hawk, studying the terrain, tracing the bullet's path. On the third try, he had him. 1 shot, 1 kill. The German sniper was down. But the real shock was yet to come. The mystery under the coat. After the dust settled, curiosity got the better of the Soviet soldiers. Who was this guy who'd kept them on edge for days? Under the cover of night, Bayan crept to the enemy's position and brought back the body. When they opened the German's coat, their jaws dropped. Pinned to his uniform were 2 iron crosses, Germany's highest military honors, gleaming faintly in the dim light. The Iron Cross wasn't just a medal, it was a big deal. First created in 1813 during the Napoleonic Wars, it was revived by Hitler in 1939 as a symbol of Nazi valor. Earning one meant you were a cut above the rest. Earning two meant you were practically a legend in the German army. This wasn't some rookie sniper. They'd just taken out a decorated officer, likely one of the Wehrmacht's finest. This discovery hit the Soviet troops hard. They'd beaten a true heavyweight, someone whose skill matched their own. But instead of fear, it filled them with pride. Salviv's cunning had turned the tables on a formidable foe, proving that brains could triumph over even the toughest opponents. The bigger picture. Why snipers matter. To understand why this story is such a big deal, let's zoom out. World War II was a clash of titans, not just on the battlefield, but in factories and wallets. Germany's economy was a powerhouse, fueled by giants like Krupp and Siemens, churning out tanks, planes, and precision rifles. Their snipers used Mauser 9 8K rifles with Zeiss scope gear that was the envy of the world. The Soviet Union, on the other hand, was playing catch-up. After years of upheaval, their economy was stretched thin. Factories were moved east to escape German advances, and while they produced reliable Mosin-Nagant rifles, their optics weren't always top tier. But here's the kicker. Soviet snipers didn't need fancy gear. They had grit, training, and a knack for improvisation. Snipers like Salviv were game changers. They didn't just take out enemies, they disrupted entire strategies. A single shot could stop an officer, halt an advance, or spook a whole unit. Economically, snipers were a bargain. Training a marksman cost a fraction of building a tank, but their impact